Welcome viewers. Trump Jr. described being asked repeatedly about the top policies going into 2024. He responded that while election integrity is the priority, Republicans can't focus on that until they win the battle on the Democrats' turf because they control that turf right now. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. It's Sunday, so I won't say you could run Jesus Christ against Joe Biden right now and not win. I'll say, you could run someone pretty close to a deity against a radical lunatic leftist idiot who can't even read a teleprompter and lose. We have to be playing that game, he said. Trump Jr. said that for the first time in history, Republicans are winning the culture war and that the party is not losing on the issues with American people. The issue, he said, is that anytime election results are close, Republicans lose. It's not a coincidence that anytime it's close, we lose. It's not a coincidence elections only break one way. That's by design, he said. Democrats have taken their platform so far that the American people finally said, there's no way this could be their platform. And yet we still had, what I call, an underwhelming midterm. Because we need to be playing that game, he added. That's the one thing they're good at, folks. They figure out where they need to be, how they win, there's no moral compass. There's no anything. They figure out how to win, how to get where they need to be, and then they do it. And they will run over anything in their way, Trump Jr. said. In the midst of a crucial week for the former president over his role in the January 6 Capitol attack and his tax returns, Donald Trump has doubled down on his big lie, the widely debunked conspiracy theory, claiming that the 2020 presidential election was stolen. Writing on his official Truth Social account on Tuesday, one day after the January 6 committee called for criminal charges against the former president for trying to overturn the 2020 election, Trump insisted that President Joe Biden isn't the rightful leader of the country and the government should be overthrown. Starting from a quote by conservative pundit Jesse Watters saying that the FBI and Twitter colluded to elect Joe Biden, Trump reiterates that the 2020 presidential election was rigged and stolen, he wrote. It all began a long time ago. They spied on my campaign and tried to rig the 2016 election, but failed. Remember, our government is doing this, not a person or party, Trump wrote. What should be done about such a terrible thing? Or should we let someone who was elected by cheating and fraud stay in office and continue to destroy our country? After irrefutably losing the 2020 presidential election to Biden, Trump promoted baseless allegations, claiming that the election had been marred by voting irregularities and fraud, aimed at robbing him of a second term in office. The resultant conspiracy theory and all the smaller fact-free allegations that came with it was then pushed by MAGA Republicans and Trump supporters, taking a life of its own online and in U.S. politics. The single most consequential event to come out of the conspiracy theory around the 2020 presidential election is possibly the January 6 riot, when a mob of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol, vandalizing and looting the building in an attempt to keep Trump in power and prevent Congress from formalizing Biden's victory. Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.